Hello everybody and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Where? Oh, it's very loud. Very loud. Some very good things are happening here. Firstly, this barrier is getting fixed. And secondly, this barrier is getting fixed. Because we've had some terrible trouble with escapees recently. So we've got an ostrich about to mature apparently. So I've got to make sure that that ostrich is not a male. It's a male. So we need to decide. Oh, that's a male that needs to go, I think. So as soon as he's matured, she's fine to mature. She can do what she wants. They got some good appeal on these ostriches, actually. It's got some mechanic research that's been done. The habitats with the damaged barriers, hopefully now they're being fixed. So we should be good on those. We got another food shop one. We'll keep them going with what they're doing, and we'll maybe then research some cool themes. It'd be really cool to get like a, well, the New World theme, the classic theme. Right, so what I would like to do actually is get the East Asia theme and the Africa theme done first. Because I've got an East Asian sort of pangolin and panda thing going on. Talking about pandas, we need to go and check. So yeah, we're down to 1 damage barrier now. No damage barriers. Hurrah! Do we have any visitors? Doesn't seem to be. One of the bongos is about to mature. Everyone's maturing. Right, we're going to pause this because there's too many animals maturing that might cause some issues. So, where was that one that was about to mature over here? Was it you? We've got Azzy. In fact, I'm going to go into the habitat quickly and just check the animals. 9 ostriches. 1 of them is male. And Kyrie hasn't matured yet, so let's just keep going. And while I'm waiting for them to mature, we can wait a minute after they've matured as well. It's not the end of the world. Can't find an accessible research centre for the vet. Ah. We might need another one then, possibly. Can you only research one thing for the vet? This is probably why I need to research actual vet things. Actual staff buildings. So for some reason the music went a bit loud then, and then suddenly I couldn't think about what I was saying because I had this loud music in my ears. It's weird that, isn't it? How you can get so easy. Well, I get so easily distracted. I suppose not everybody does. But let's go and make ourselves a brand new research centre, because I don't want them not being able to get into the research centres. That sucks. Around here, I think we need to turn it around a little. Oh, I'm getting so much better at knowing how to do all this stuff. Oh my goodness me. So we've got a couple of ostriches about to mature, and I think we also have a bongo about to mature, and they will need to be sold. But I want to have a quick look, because look, we've got 497 conservation credits now. I went into franchise mode and it was like, hey, have 100 credits. And I was like, thank you. So we might actually have, we have enough for a male panda. So we can either have this one or this one. They're both pretty bad. Or this one. Still pretty bad. We need one with a good fertility gene, if nothing else. So that one's got really low fertility. You if we can. Yay! We have a male panda and a female panda. So today will be all about pandas and panda breeding, and hopefully, I really hope that the one that I've got in here has... Right, so we've got 33% on the fertility genes for both of them. We might be able to breed pandas with better fertility, and if we do, then they'll be worth a lot. But let's get them into quarantine, guys. Let's get them in there and we can see if they will breed. They might do. Can't make them, but if they do, then that's great. We're adding to the challenge. So. Actually want to be in animal storage, otherwise we can't move them. So they're worth 200 to release to the wild as well. So if I can manage to get a panda breeding program going, that'll be a big thing. Because that'll be worth a lot of conservation credits. Even just to release them or to trade them. Right, so in the meantime, I'm just going to make the panda pen basically okay for the pandas. Ooh. Low welfare on the bongos, and they're overcrowded. Okay. So let's give them a little bit of a... I'm going to pause it and give them a little bit of a helping hand. So I think what's happened here is probably some of the males have matured. There's too many bongos in the cage, in the pen. And so that really messes with their welfare there. So let's have a little look. I want to go to the and go to there. So at the moment we've got Bakari, Ali, Aizi, and Kuka, all of these males that have just decided to mature. So it's no wonder it's a boiling pot in there. So Kukai doesn't have fantastic genetics. So you are going to the trade center. Ali has like no fertility. I'm not going to even... I'll have to release Ali to the wild. I won't be able to do anything about that. I won't even be able to sell him or anything. Female. We had one more male though. Let's see if we can find them. So we sent Ali away. We sent Aizi away, I think. Kakai, let's see where you are. Oh no, that was you that we sent away. Aizi's genetics are good, but not as good, I don't believe, as my little star stud over there, wherever he's gone. So I think you need to be sold as well. So you're back to the trade center too. And then we'll start again and hopefully get a better batch next time. Oh, one of the pangolins is about to mature as well, so I may need to be doing a little bit of sorting those out in a minute as well. So we'll just play it again. Get rid of those guys. And we'll go and trade them. And that usually helps the bongos out quite a lot by just thinning them out. I need to thin them out all the time. Is your quarantine done yet? Habitat 7 has damaged barriers. How does Habitat 7 have damaged barriers? It doesn't even have an animal in it. But I won't be able to put an animal in it until the mechanics sorted it out, so oh well. Done some vet research as well. Very nice. Let's get some swine fever. I'll just research all of the diseases. Why not? Just research as much as I can. Okay, so next thing to do. Do you need to sort out the education? I've been saying that for ages though. I'm terrible with my education. They're still on 1 star for guest education rating, which is terrible. Quarantine pass, ready to leave. Okay, let's get you going. Let's get you back into your pen. I have called mechanics over to get their pen sorted out as well, so in you go, pandas. And then we're gonna go and see what you need in here. And fingers crossed they'll breed. Fingers crossed it won't be twins. What did I get in here? I reduced my crime. I had no crime for 3 months and got some money for it. Fantastic. No, I got fined for a protester. That'll be because the bongos were fighting due to overcrowding. And the common ostrich is doing the same. And that's because one of them, the males, matured. No doubt. So let's go and have a look. Let's see about these fighting males. So there's 2 males, 2 mature males. You do not want 2 mature males. There's 3 mature males. You do not want that. But they're all together so I can have a good look at them next to each other. So, Kyrie, your genetics are awful. Your genetics are even worse. And Azzy's genetics are pretty good compared to the other 2. So, as usual, that's what happens. They go. And this is why I don't really want to name things after patrons. One thing that I am going to do, though, is I'm going to say that you're a guardian of a certain pen. Okay? So, this pen here, the big safari pen, is going to be the Tristfallen pen. Okay. Did that take? No, of course it didn't. I think I might need to just press enter afterwards. Will that take? Just click on it again, make sure. Yeah, it has. Cool. I'm thinking that Mona might like the pangolins. I don't know any of this, but this is what is happening. This is the Mona pen. Mona is the guardian of the pangolins. This way, you get like a permanent thing rather than a non-permanent thing, you know? Okay. I'm thinking maybe Ixius would like the bongos? Who could have the pandas? I'm not sure yet. We'll do that next time. We'll do that once the pandas are happy in their cage, and I'll also do that one as well. So we've got 3 named after patrons, and I'm going to have a little look through and decide who I think is best suited to all the pens and stuff. So we've got Ixius, the guardian of the bongos. We've got Mona, guardian of the pangolins, and we have Tristfallen, who's guardian of the big safari pen. Okay, cool. You guys have been supporting me for a long time. So, overcrowding ostriches. Did I sort that out? Probably not. I probably just decided randomly to go and do something else, like I always do. Oh no, maybe he's on his way to the storage center. Hang on. There we go. No, I did do it. Haha. I'm just not... I'm playing really slowly. I am aware of this. So now they're all happy. Unfortunately, the inspector was around and spotted protesters and gave me a $500 fine. Oops! But that's fine. That's cool. The fine is fine. So how are my pronghorn antelopes doing? We got some baby bisons, sorry. One of them is male, so will have to be traded, but the other is female and will probably be kept. They seem pretty good. Their nutrition and their social isn't too great. They're a little stressed and trying to hide. That normally is indicative of something else going on. That they don't have enough places to hide, or they don't have enough of a shelter or something. I think that their shelter was not quite good enough for them. Yeah, so I'm going to put another hard shelter in for them, and that might help their stress levels a little bit. That's another one just the same as that one they've got. So that might help their stress levels quite a bit. It might just be they get very stressed when they don't have enough shelter. So one thing that I would probably like to do for them if I can is to have a look at their planting. Because they don't say they need any planting, but it might be nice for them still to have some reeds and things to hide in. So it's grassland temperate. North America. Oh, I see. So maybe they have to have all 3 tags for it to be perfect for them. But then the filters don't necessarily do that. But these reeds are grassland North America temperate. So I think if I put a few of these about their pen, they might quite enjoy being able to hide in them. I might give them a tree or two as well. Oh, one of them went sideways. Oops. That one clearly got trampled. I'm just going to do this for them, just so that they have some more hidey holes. So what are you? You're Europe, North America, temperate, beech tree, so I'm going to put that in there as well for them. They haven't asked for any of these trees to be in there particularly, but I do feel that A, it makes it look a bit prettier, and B, it just helps them feel nicer. Europe, North America, temperate ash tree. Dutchman's Britches, North America temperate, is not grassland though. Yeah, all these are not grassland. Grassland North America, but not temperate. So if I say put this tree in, this tree's quite pretty, it's got berries on it and stuff. If I put this tree in, will it say that it's not, that they don't like it? Holly tree. They like the holly tree. So even though it's missing one of their things, they do seem to like it. So that's made that pen a lot prettier. And it's got more places for the pronghorn antelope to hide out. So I like having trees in all their pens. It just looks so much better. I mean, honestly, over here we could do with something too, but I'm still sort of thinking about what I want to do with this one. So, how's the pandas doing? Tickets are underpriced. They're all in there, but they might be feeling a little bit stressed right now. Because their welfare is 4%. No, we can't have that, so we need to sort this out. They're too hot. The terrain is inappropriate, the plants are inappropriate, there's no hard shelter, they have no enrichment, and they are really annoyed. So let's sort them out quickly. This is why I've paused it. Like, I'm not having an animal sitting there at 4%, that's awful. So we'll start with terrain. There is not enough short grass, too much long grass, and not enough soil. So I'm going to do the usual terrain, short grass, make the size really huge on it, and just sort all that whole pen out there. Our whole area, and just go to short grass. There will be too much short grass, but this is just a baseline. So we've got 99% short grass there, that's fine. So now they're going to need some soil just to reduce it. So I think I'm going to go to some heavy soil, and I'm just going to reduce the size on that. I'm just going to put that around here. Just until there's low enough short grass for them. Trying to make it look as natural as I can. There, so that's a good pen for them apparently. They're going to need a hard shelter, and for now I think we'll give them some beds and stuff and all that sort of thing, but hard shelter next, because that'll be the next easiest thing to do. So maybe pop a little shelter by here for them, or even just by here. Maybe lots of shelters, I don't know, depends how many they seem to need. So we're going to do a giant panda shelter. I need to species, filter, and giant panda, and okay, so they like their habitat bedding apparently. A bit of a taller shelter this time, I think. One of these, like, yeah, those are quite good. Let's see how they like that. Is that not enough for them? Okay, cool. Wooden shelter, another little wooden shelter for them over here, I think, because they do need something a bit more than what they've got. Oh, That'll do for now, I think. So if I just play it and pause it, that's enough for the hard shelter. Perfect. Their temperature is wrong. So I need to go and have a look and see what kind of temperature they have. We've got 900 guests in the zoo. Good grief. I'm liking these pandas, clearly. So they've got some nice shelter in there now. I'm going to put them some beds too. There we are. So they can go to bed there. Do we have any enrichment items for them? They need a feeding platform. And they need a water thing. Over there for them. They also need... their enrichment. They like quite a lot of things. They like little climby things. Oh, I've got some climbing frames for them. Do they need climbable area? They don't need it. But they might enjoy it. I'll be interested to see whether this counts as good enrichment for them. You're going to put them a climbing frame in. It's about there, I think. I don't want it off the ground. I want it on the ground. But not in the ground. That'll do. That didn't give them anything really, but it looks cool and they might have fun. So I'll leave that there for them. So let's give them some stuff that they're going to enjoy. They're going to enjoy the herb thing, apparently. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me just undo the herb thing because it's not playing at the moment. It says they like rubbing pillars, apparently. Okay, cool, they apparently do. And they like cardboard boxes. They're a bit like ferrets in that regard. And they like... apparently they like the herb scent marker, but... oh yeah, that was a toy enrichment for them. What food enrichment do we have for them? Nothing. We do not have anything, but that's fine. We'll work on that. I'll get the vets researching that. But look how much nicer their pen is looking already. And we haven't even started on the planting yet. So, I'm so glad I've got climbing frames that are done for me. I hate making climbing frames so much. Okay, so, plants now. What do you like? You like temperate Asian plants. Let's stick on a little Asian filter there. And we'll have a lot of cherry trees and stuff like that, you know, all the usual. So we'll get a cherry tree in there. I love my pink cherry trees. You know I do. I don't want too many, otherwise you can't see any of them. And we want some different trees too. But I always think it looks very beautiful. I think they can have... I'm going to decorate up their sleeping quarters as well. I'm going to give them, like, those. And I'm going to put the... oh, maybe a longer one. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put azalea in. And I'm going to do what I did with the pangolins. I'm going to stick it there. If I can. On the front. And then we're going to select it. And we're going to do an advanced move rotate. We're going to turn that to... there are keys for this, I know. But I prefer to stick with what I can see, honestly. And we go back to move, and we just hit the blue one, and we can move it around. And then I can stick another one on. Do exactly the same for that one. That one's fine. Oh, come on. There we are. Sorry. I think I need to exit editing it first and get out. No, don't cancel. Rawr! It worked so easily for the other. I think it's as soon as I started to do a second one. So let's put them both on. And then we'll advance move them. But I know what I'm doing. It's votes. That's fine. Move it along. I want to move it very slightly down, I think, as well. Build by. See, I pressed cancel instead of build by. That's all I did there. And then move that around. Move that across. I think I need to oh man, I'm gonna need another one. These are too short, just very slightly. I mean, mind you, that is quite pretty with a gap. I don't know if I could get a little short 2-meter one and just pop that in the middle there. Boop. That looks cute. Okay. Shall I do the other one as well? You know what? No panda enclosure is complete without bamboo. Where can we put that then? Can we put the back here? The bamboo. That's still not quite right. I really like the advanced move and rotates. I think they make things a lot easier to do. So yeah, we're having fun with this, definitely. I think I do really want to decorate this one too, though. I feel like it would feel left out otherwise. So you just stick them on like this, and then you go advanced move, rotate. You go rotate. And then you mess it all up, and then you do it again. You do it right this time. And you go back to this, and you can just wiggle it around there. And go back to this one. Advance rotate. And this is how I plan to make my zoo pretty. That one I'm just going to leave like that, I think. What else have we got? We can have a broken tree. Might look quite nice there, actually. Got quite a few bushes, water lilies and things. I don't have a pond to put them in, so I don't think that's going to work too well. And maybe some bracken around the place as well. Too many or it's going to look stupid. Put an elm tree in. That might be a bit much. That might go nicely behind them though. There we are. That's pretty nice. I'm trying to keep this window a bit clear. Put some of their toys and stuff there so that people can see them playing around. So pandas. Do you feel a bit happier now? They now have 8% welfare. Oh, good. They still don't like their plants at all. Because they don't have quite enough coverage, right? We need like one more little tree. Honestly, probably one more little tree stump or something. Might be enough. That's a couple of cypress trees along your fence line there. Coverage is still pretty poor. A little teeny tiny cherry tree. Where would it fit? In there. Gosh. We need some more bamboo maybe? We're nearly there with it. It's right in front of the keeper gate though. Maybe I should move that. I might find that a bit difficult to deal with. Okay, let's see how that's doing now for them. Gosh, they want a lot of planting in their place, don't they? Cheeky pandas. Still not enough coverage yet. Alright then. Oh, cool little rose bushes. Problem is I don't want so much planting that it's gonna cause problems. I don't have a very big pen as it is. But how about I put some bamboo in between the cypress trees? That might look quite cool. Might not as well, but might. Might, you never know. Ah! Actually, that does look kind of cool. Yay, they're happy with their planting. Just happy with their planting. They are still too hot though, and they do not have food enrichment. I'm just going to play this a sec. They are now 15% well fed, so we definitely need to sort out their heating and stuff. So let's go and have a look at what temperature is the best temperature for a giant panda. They like to be at 2 to 29 degrees. And we're at 37 degrees right now. So yeah, we need to put chillers in to make it, you know, around 28 degrees for them. So I'm glad I put power in actually. So yeah, going up to nearly 3 stars now. That's awesome. Okay. It's not telling me how big a... See, I want to know before I put it down how big an area that's going to affect. I may need to move those around a little, but okay, so we're going to need to cool. We don't need to go to 18. We only need to go to something like 28. I might pull it down a tiny bit, but they definitely do need cooling. It's not like the ones that were like 2 degrees off and I'm like, no, I'm not going to bother. These guys actually really need it. Okay, the temperature is starting to cool. They are starting to get very happy. That's great. So now all I need to do is sort out a little bit of food enrichment and some stuff with their food. Get their food to be level 3 or whatever, and then they're amazing. Cool, so I'm going to go over to the Vet's Research Centre. Ooh, what's happened in the meantime? Tickets are underpriced. Well, we can certainly sort that out. Staff facilities and barriers, nice. And we have researched another disease, fantastic. We're getting through these diseases really fast. I want someone to start researching the giant pandas though, because I want to try and get them to be a little bit happier in their pen as well. So we're doing quite well, 14,000. We've got some donation stuff in front of the pandas, but I would also like to do some education over here as well. So, Oh, I'm so happy looking at them in their pen. They look so super chill. Just doing their pandery thing. Oh, more research done. Swine fever has been partially researched. We're on to level 2 of that now. I'll just keep them going with it. Go on, my vets. So, staff. The keepers seem a little overworked, as do the mechanics. We do not want overworked keepers and mechanics, so I'm going to hire some more. I'm actually going to do 2 keepers. And 1 more mechanic. No, 2 more mechanics. That can't hurt, right? I'm still not giving them work zones again. If I do think that they're struggling or whatever, I'll give them better work zones. We've got plenty of caretakers. And I have anonymous zoo owner who has come to my zoo, and I will wave at. Wonderful. That's more credits for me. I'm only up to 53 credits now. It's terrible. But I have my pandas. I'm happy. Okay? And the zebras might start selling soon as well, and they sell for okay amounts. But pandas are a pretty big thing. My next thing I really want is my giraffes, though. They've been bashing around that cardboard box, look. Little scallywags. So then I've got a 9-year-old and another 9-year-old. And they just seem happy just sitting around being pandery. So that's cool. I'm happy with that. Right, so facilities. Then I'm going to want like one of those little boards telling them all about the pandas. Wow. That keeper hut's amazing. Look at all these things we've got now, all of a sudden. Indian keeper hut, New World keeper hut. I want to put a monorail in at some point, but I want to make my zoo a bit bigger first. I'm kind of scared too. It seems like the sort of building project that might get a touch frustrating. Let's put it that way. So there's my TV mount, and I'll stick a TV on it. What, we've got a new education stand. Oh, it's just all on, it's all just on there straight away. Well, that's fantastic. Let's just delete that then. Giant panda. Lots of education about the giant panda there. Lots of people seem to be out this window with it. There's a few at that window. So I think I've got my donation boxes in about the right place. Yeah, and one by that window as well. Wonderful. Yeah, drinking and everything. They're so cool. I love pandas so much. So I at least got as far as getting pandas, even if we don't end up breeding any. I'm trying, okay? They've done 32% of the giant pandas so far. Let's have a look at what problems we've got. Got damaged barriers here. I want a mechanic there now. Habitat 5. I want a mechanic there now as well. I've given them extra mechanics, so there's no reason that they shouldn't be over here sorting these barriers out. I may need to up the maintenance on the barriers though. Do it 6 monthly. And if I need to hire more mechanics, I need to hire more mechanics. There we are. The mechanics got there quite quickly this time, and I believe that's because I've hired sufficient ones. And also now I've got plenty of caretakers, plenty of bins. It seems the litter problems are starting to decrease as well. Fantastic. How are my guests feeling? They're only 4 stars of happiness, so I may need to sort that out a little bit. And I also might want to go and put some marketing campaigns on again. It's getting a little crowded around the panda pen now. Lots of people hanging around here. I have donation boxes everywhere where there's a lot of people, so that's pretty cool. I always count myself as a visiting player. I have no idea why that is. Can I copy that? I really like those trees. I think they look nice in here. Oh, they're all grouped. Oops. I have to just go find them individually. I don't think I meant to group them at all. I like colourful trees, you see. They've all grouped themselves to the shelter because I probably just didn't know what I was doing when I was building. See if I can find that tree. All these beautiful golden trees as well. What are they? They're Asian as well. There's so many pretty coloured trees. In the Asian exhibits. Yummy. They're really yummy. Pangolins, you want another tree in your place? Yeah, you do. You totes do. Is that blocking the keeper gate? No, it's not. That's cool. I just like those trees. They're really cool. So I was like, yeah, pangolins, you're going to have one. So, what now? We apparently raise the ticket price. That's what we do. Which is wonderful. We have 2 active marketing campaigns, but I believe we could get more. Well, maybe not then. Are we only allowed 2? Do I maybe have to wait for those to finish? How about we stop the poster campaign for a while and do something more high impact? Divisive appeal, viral videos. No, we'll just go with the super high impact ones and see if we can get lots of people in. That research is completed. We have done more research into swine fever. Wonderful. Definitely getting there. Right, so I think we're at a point now where everything is pretty settled in the zoo. Everyone is pretty happy. You know, there's not too many welfare things going on. Let's have a little look at their welfare overall. The lowest welfare is the giant pandas. And that's fine. They're at like 80% or so. And that means I think we can give some more thought to adding some more to this pen. Eventually I'm going to be saving up to get giraffes in this pen, but at the moment I can't do that yet. So let's go to Zoopedia and go to the common ostrich and see what else. I know I've looked at this a million times already, but I always forget. See what other interspecies enrichment animals can go in there. So we've got African buffaloes. We do not have those yet. At the moment in there we've got the zebras and the ostriches. I think that's it. Let me just check. So in this habitat, do we just have zebras and ostriches? I think we do. Ostrich. Zebra. Yes. So they're the only ones that are in there. And I would like to put something else in. So I'm thinking the American buffalo. No, the African buffalo might come next. I keep getting African buffalo and American bison get all confused. We mustn't do that again. Really? We've got a... Well, actually, no. I got mine for less than that. That's fine. I'm looking at the giant pandas. I'm like, is there a better one now? But they're all like... To get fertility of 50%, that's actually quite good. What you really need, though, is a female. Another female, if they'll allow that. With good fertility. Look, even those 33%, 50%. It's hard to get them with good fertility. But let's see what we've got here. No, we've got no... We got no pregnancy yet, but, you know, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Are any of these guys pregnant? Yes. The bongos are always pregnant. They just don't stop. Alright, so African buffalo. That's the one. Out the giant pandas. I can't afford any more of them for a while. But African buffalo I can just buy. However, there's no males right now. So why don't we try the Thompson gazelles? Let's see if they... have any males right now. I want to just make sure that I can get a breeding pair of whatever I'm getting. There are no Thompson gazelles in the entire animal market right now, apparently. Joy. Let's try a springbok then, because I think it was springboks as well. Yeah, plenty of springboks. But they're all female again. Ah! No! This is terrible. Mechanic research is complete. Wonderful. I've discovered 2 items over 2 themes. This is great. We're going to have so much more stuff to choose from. Oh, I can start on the themes as well. So I wanted to do the East Asia theme and the Africa theme. Because I've got African animals and East Asian animals right now that I'm kind of specialising on. So maybe a New World theme would be good for all the like bears and stuff like that. Like a bit of a Canadian New World-y sort of thing, I guess, going on. Indian theme, I don't know. Which animals are Indian animals? Classical theme would maybe be more like peacocks and all that sort of thing, maybe. I don't know, I like those themes though. Might be able to give them some cool shelters and things like that. Okay, so vet research. We've still only got 2 vets. We seem to be working okay on 2 vets, so... Hey, they've got some giant panda stuff. Fantastic. But I'm determined to get this animal trading done first. Determined. I tell you. I could get a nice male springbok for like 22 credits. Let's do that, because that's like selling off 1 bongo. That's not that bad, right? We could get all 3 of them actually. I think they breed quite well generally, so I think that would be okay. I'm just going to check springboks on the Zoopedia quickly, just make sure that I've got a decent sized group for them. So 1 male up to 34 females. We'll be alright there, I think. We just need to get rid of males again, as usual. Send them off to another zoo. Trade them out. So then we need the African buffalo, the black wildebeest. Oh! Yes, yes. And we've got the ostrich, we've got the zebras, we've now got the springboks. There are 9 species that all like to live together, you see. And I've got 3 of them now, which is great. People like the mixed enclosure as well, they think it's really cool. The ostriches and the zebras all running around together. They like it. So let's go and find our dudes, our new dudes, and get them into quarantine, which is where they need to be. pretty glad that only one of them needed to go. Why do I have so much in my storage? Are these all to be sold? They must be. I must have put them away to be sold and not sold them. So we'll get these guys into quarantine and then I'll sell the guys that I've moved. I probably moved them at a point where I was like really struggling with the zoo management, and I was like, oh, you know, all the bongos are fighting and everything's going wrong. I don't know if that one got properly moved, so make sure you've been moved to quarantine. Okay, I think they've all gone to quarantine now. Wonderful. So I've got all these bongos and things that I need to trade out. So some of them have okay genetics. One is completely infertile, so I'm going to release... no, I'm going to trade out or release to the wild. Because I'm not going to sell an infertile animal. No way. So I could trade for 21. Or release to the wild for 18 and get some more conservation. I'm going to release, I think. That's got my conservation rating up to 3 stars now, which is amazing. So we're going to just go back into the trading. And the ones... Alright, I want to see how much bongos are going for right now. And how much ostriches are going for right now. So I can put them up for a competitive rate, basically. You can get a lot of bongos just for cash. So I don't think that, unless mine are particularly genetically special, I think the best thing I can do is either trade or send them out for conservation. And I think ostriches, we're going to be in the same boat for ostriches. So we want, for things like bongos and ostriches and stuff like that, I think we're going to want to quick trade them because they're not going to be easy to get rid of. You know, 17, 19, I can sell them for that straight off the bat, so it just doesn't seem worth it. I can release you to the wild for 19, I can release you to the wild for 15. I release you to the wild for 15. If I can release them to the wild for the same as I can trade them for, then I think that's the way to do it. How have we got 6 that have passed quarantine? Oh, I think they must have gone to quarantine twice. Oops. Oh well. At least they're really super good now. Yeah. I know they definitely don't have anything wrong with them. I can release you to the wild for 25. I'm gonna, like, if there's not much in it, I'll release to the wild. Makes so much more sense. And more diseases have been done. Hurrah! Yeah, tetanus. That'd be a good one. And botulism. They'd be good ones not to have, right? I've got one just researching the animals while one researches through all the diseases. Because they're going to affect all the animals. You know? So we've got lots of them have been completely researched now. And we're just working our way through. Right, so... Still got animals in animal trading that need to be traded. Just really, basically just getting conservation credits by just getting all of our males that were surplus to requirement out to other zoos. Honestly, I'm still making good conservation credits for releasing to the wild. So I'm quite happy with that. And the more I've done that, the conservation rating on my zoo now is up to 4. Amazing. The guest education rating is what's dragging it all down though, really badly. And I need to work out what would help with that. I wonder if there's any mechanic research that would allow me to do something better with it, or just moving around the speakers and signposts and things like that. Maybe more information centers, because I'm struggling with the information centers. They've got big old queues. The vendors are really struggling, so maybe another little set of stuff over here might be quite cool. Maybe gift shops and things like that. I will need more vendors for that though. Cosmic Cow ice cream. That sounds yum. Have we got any more like shells for shops or anything? Shop shell. Keeper hut. We've got lots of staff things. I need to start just filtering these out. No, it's still just the basic shop shell, but I think that would be good to have over here. A couple of shops. And again, put them back. If you put them back slightly off the path, and I might even want two here, actually. You put them back very slightly off the path, and then you are able to basically make kind of queues for them. So I want to have another information center in here. Now add that to that. And I would also like a hot dog squad. Has nothing to do with the fact I just like the name. A Looney Balloons. We'll exit editing that and we'll add it to this. That's a gift shop there. Pizza pen. We could have another soda one if we've got another soda. Oh yeah, Cosmic Cow ice cream. Perfect. Everyone's going there and being very happy and wearing balloons and stuff. We've got loads of new different shops now. Cool, cool, cool. And hopefully that'll help with my information center stuff. And in the meantime, all the Springboks past quarantine. Fantastic. I haven't noticed any little babies. Oh yeah, we do have some little babies in here now. Cool, cool. I was like, why can't I click on the babies? Because I was still editing something. Oh, yes. Very nice genetics on you, little one. Do we have any males? What have we got in the habitat now? Because we went down to a few less. Why is there an alert on one of the animals? So we've got two females and a little baby female that's got really good genetics. They don't have any water right now. Well, that's not good. Their water trough is empty. I want to keep her in here now. I want to just go and see how well the keepers are doing with everything though. They might be struggling. They probably are struggling. They definitely are struggling. The mechanics, a little bit overloaded. Security guard's doing fine. But we're doing alright with the money in the zoo right now. Got a good profit, so there's no reason not to add some more keepers and things. Give them one more keeper, one more mechanic, and we'll see how they do. Inspector arriving in 8 months. Hopefully that inspection report will be a bit better this time. Okay, let's get the Springboks in. Oh, and then I'm gonna need to. Yeah, we're an hour again. I just keep going, and it's like I'm having such fun. I'm having such fun. But I need to make the episode shorter. Got more panda stuff, so I need to go and look at their cage as well. And make that awesome. Right, where's the Springboks then? You, and you all need to move to the Tristfallen pen of mixed animals. I've got another visiting player. Say hello. And we've got another visiting player there. Say hello. Thank you for visiting my zoo and giving me conservation credits that I sorely, sorely need. If it weren't for the fact that I was like always wanting to be so in control of everything and wanting everything to be so fast, sorry, so slow, it'd be okay, but one of the pronghorn antelope is a little unhappy and a little stressed out. Why are you stressed? Your terrain is not quite right, apparently. And your interspecies bonus is not very good. But that's the only species that you can live with, is the buffaloes. So why it should be 100%. Which is weird. But never mind. I've got enough shelter. The terrain is slightly off. I might need to just... Sometimes I just get stressed for no reason though. There's plenty of place for them to hide. I might put the reeds more across their shelter there. They have lots of hiding places. The nutrition, meal quality is a bit rubbish for them. Okay. Well, I just want to go and have a look and make sure I've got the right food dish for them because they may need their own food dish. Have a look at that because I didn't really look into that for them. So pronghorn antelope. Should be able to eat out of that food trough, but I'll put another food trough down, and I will try and tell them to have like the best food I can. But I may need to research them a bit more to give them better food quality. Yeah. So I need to do a bit of research into... I'm going to have to research everything eventually though. But we are researching pandas at the moment to make them a little happier. They are actually the least happy animal in my zoo right now. And it's because we don't quite have all of their enrichment items. So we should have them now. Giant panda. Ah, a roller feeder. Okay. You get any new toys? Fire hose ball and wind chimes. Oh, they like their wind chimes. Bless them. Give them some of them too. Ah, and some more research into tetanus has been done. Fantastic. Pandas. Oh, where are you running to? What are you up to? Getting some water. So, their food enrichment, we still need to work on that. We still don't have quite enough. I'm still a little unhappy pronghorned antelope. Go hide over there. I'm going to very slightly change the barrier here. I'm going to give them a place to hide. I'm going to take the window out of there. And just see if that gives them enough of a little place to hide away from prying eyes. See if that de-stresses them a bit. It looks to me like everyone was just looking at the poor thing. Other than that, let's see, we need a bit more soil in the pen. And a little bit more short grass. So I might just do a little bit of a terrain modification quickly. More soil, more soil, more soil. Okay, we go good on the soil. Short grass. A little bit more. There we are. That's good for them. So hopefully that should help them be a little bit less unhappy. Also, I just need to like totally get rid of that fell over. That's annoying. I don't like things that are on their side. There we are. That's better. A couple there as well. What was I doing? They look like they've all been trampled, which is an entirely possible, you know, with all these dudes in here. Look. That's just a big pile of mess. Nice. Are you a bit happier now, dude? Yes. Oh, well, that one was always happy. The bison don't seem to mind. These guys are a little bit, like, skittish. They're getting stressed in this pen, and I'm not sure why. Alright. Got some plants that are not liked. Might be stressing them out a bit. I may need to redo the plants here. But anyway, we've been going for ages and ages and ages and ages. And the zoo overall is pretty good. We've got a present here, look. Yay, the info center finally got its profits. Woohoo! We've done our handshakes. Cool, so yes, the zoo, I think it's looking pretty cool right now. I think we're doing a really good job. Well, I'm doing a really good job, I think, of planting and making things look pretty, honestly. So we'll probably do a little bit more around this area. But I want to have lots of African pens all around here. And we'll start like putting more Asian pens around here. And just keep going with it, really. It's looking pretty awesome. I think I may need to do an entire new little village maybe over here of all the sort of staff quarters and things. And then I'm probably going to be big enough that I'll need to start really making them do work zones to make them more efficient. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Planet Zoo, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.